Mental health conditions being overdiagnosed here in the UK, and there is one problem I have with this, and that's the headlines that are around this that increase the stigma that's associated with mental health conditions and may stop people from being able to access care or feeling like they're heard when they are struggling with their mental well-being. And suicide is still one of the leading causes of maternal death after 6 weeks postnatal, highlighting that psychiatric mental health illnesses really do need treatment, and treating appropriately and adequately women and people feeling heard and listened to, having the right treatment in place for them. And I think to myself, are they really being overdiagnosed? Or is the fact that we have got a huge cost of living crisis, the inequalities between the rich and the poor are increasing significantly. And when we look at our generation, particularly as millennials, and we look to our parents' generation, their coping strategies, often they would use things like alcohol, for example. They would be out in community centres and pubs, but they would drink a lot to be able to numb the pain or discomfort. They were very much the generation that were told to suck it up, get on with it, and just do whatever you've got to do to survive. They were not typically the generation who would have gone to their GP and asked for help and asked for support when they were struggling. They were not the generation who were taught any coping strategies, and neither have we. We have had to learn that on the go in this generation. We're the generation who was sold a lie that our expectations were going to be wonderful, that we would be able to buy our own homes and live comfortably, etc. And yet there are still so many people who are unable to achieve that in this day and age. And when it comes to motherhood, we were sold this expectation that it's going to be this wonderful, miraculous thing. You're shown these perfect images of what motherhood should be. Your expectations are, this is what I'm going to be like when I become a mum, for example, or a dad or a parent. And then you get there and it's like, bloody hell, this is like a train wreck coming towards me sometimes. 1 in 4 of us will experience mental health illness at some point within our lives. 1 in 5 women will develop anxiety in that postnatal period. Around about 1 in 4 to 5 will develop depression. 1 in 20 will also have PTSD following childbirth too. And then there's also things like postnatal OCD, for example, and also purple psychosis too. And so I don't think that we are overdiagnosing mental health issues at all. I think life is a lot more challenging, it's a lot harder. What we were sold versus the reality are very different things. And I think we've got a lot more awareness of mental health issues. We are not self-medicating the same way that our parents' generation would do. And again, our suicide rates have fallen over the last 30 years, highlighting that seeking help, speaking out and getting that help that you need when you need it is improving things moving forward. Not perfect, but it is coming down. There's still a long way to go. But I would probably argue that we're not overdiagnosing, but that we haven't got the infrastructure to support people in the right way for every single person. If you are struggling, we've got Mind, Samaritans, Pandas. Please speak out to your GP, your health visitor, your midwife. Seek that support. You are not alone.